So do you guys talk with like your customers and stuff? Like, do you guys like message them?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many married men do you guys have that follow you?
They don't typically tell me if they're married or not, but I would assume.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I would assume there's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for some people, like subscribing to an OnlyFans is like another form of pornography for them. Like they're messaging, yeah, but they're not physically cheating. So I guess it depends on the boundary of the relationship, but I don't think subscribing to OnlyFans is cheating.
Do you know divorce rates have gone up at the same rate as pornography watching has gone up? So I think there's an argument that, well, I would argue that watching pornography is very much infidelity because you're getting off to someone other than your spouse.
I mean, I guess. I mean, the way I look at what I do, I don't think about, oh, I'm making this for a married man to cheat on his wife.
Right.
You know, I'm providing a service. Like 80% of men don't have sex, or don't have a girlfriend, don't have access to it, whatever. And they rely on the girlfriend experience, access to OnlyFans, pornography, whatever. And so in that context, I'm providing something that they're missing out on in their life.
Do you think if
Just
porn
by
weren't a
turning to them.
thing, then maybe more men would be dating and asking girls out?
That's a great question.
I don't know, because with the dating standards now, like a man's got to have a lot going for him to even be in the dating pool, because women date up. So, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help.
So I would argue that porn enables men to not get their shit together, and they don't have to.
Bingo.
You
And
reckon?
also, too, I think with the level, and like to your point, there are so many specifics in the industry.
Ladies, do you see a problem with men in the modern world? Yeah. So here's the question I have. What do we think about the modern state of man? Is masculinity in a healthy place in the world right now? Do we have enough real men? Are we lacking in real men? Yeah.
Yes.
I see women nodding. We're lacking in real men.
Yeah.
Do we think that access to pornography and just an insane abundance of it is contributing to the decline of masculinity or not? It's contributing to it?
I mean, there's a shit ton of factors, but I think since COVID, like everything has just been propaganda this, porn that, like there's shit everywhere that's contributing to the
But let's hone in
demasculization.
on the porn thing, to the point that Bridget made before. Right? She mentioned how divorce rates have increased in correlation with access to porn. I think that when dudes have access to a ton of on a daily basis and they can just jerk off and become coom brains and their vital life force energy is constantly sapped, I think that is contributing to the decline of masculinity around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would we agree with this?
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think that by profiting off of men being coom brains, we are helping fix men or harm men in the long run?
I don't control who purchases.
I mean, it's harming them, but it's their decision if that's how they want to spend their money. So.
Aren't men supposed to be the leaders in society?
Yes, we are. Are women
then-
are women adults who can make responsible decisions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but isn't porn the same thing as prostitution? And prostitution has been around since the beginning of times.
I don't think
I don't know if
prostitution
I'd
and
say
porn
it's
are
the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think they're the same thing. Similar, they're in a similar vein, but one
it's-
involves actually having sex with a woman and the other doesn't.
It's in the sex work category for sure, but prostitution, there's usually a pimp involved. It's a lot less safe.
yes,
It's
the sex
physical.
industry
But
has
sex
been along,
work
yeah.
has been around since the
It's
beginning of
the
times.
oldest profession, like
Yes.
one of the oldest professions,
Yeah.
yes. But there's many different. Right now, it's so easily accessible because it's all online.
Okay.
So they don't have to go like driving down Figueroa in LA and pick up a hooker. They can just go on
Okay.
their phone and
Okay.
see whoever they want.
But everything's accessible online now too. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
that's just the way of the world now. Like you can buy your groceries without leaving the house. You can get your medication without leaving the house. You can get your household products.
everything.
Everything's online. So it's not to compare the two because obviously they're uncomparable. One's a benefit, has a direct correlation benefit in society, and then another one is debatable.
But that's just supply and
Somewhat.
demand. Like
Somewhat.
the demand for it is more than ever. So women that are taking control of their finances, their business. I mean, it's easy money. Girls obviously can make money doing this much easier than any man can. There's a demand for it, so a lot of women are supplying it. That's just how it works.
Do we feel like we're potentially robbing the future of civilization for that easy money?
Potentially, but there's a lot of shit that's making America
There's, yeah,
downfall
it's
and the
not
rest of
only
the world.
that.
So it's just a part
so
of it, I
much more.
suppose.
I feel like a lot of people are very lonely too. So
probably made more lonely by jerking off the.
Absolutely, and it's not something that just happened 2 years ago, because OnlyFans really blew up, especially in lieu of COVID, right? And so, but I've noticed, and even being in healthcare, there is a lot of lonely people, and that's truly what makes everybody sick. But being in this industry, I've also seen that. So, but yeah, why are you looking at me like that for?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
I was
Yeah.
like, what? Yeah.
I'm just listening.
But I do agree. Yeah, anything if we do too much of anything, it's not going to be healthy, right? And so we give access too much to, it's not going to be healthy at all for no one. And so that's when people are going to stop even chasing a relationship.
But it's super addictive. So porn is super addictive.
Right.
So like people want to stop and they
donated
can't.
$100. Having recently received a terminal renal cancer diagnosis, my relationships with God, family and friends have significantly improved. I sincerely hope each of you finds the right balance in life and your relationships. I think even sex work is an L.
Thomas the poet. That was poetic. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Hey, Thomas, God bless you, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear about your terminal
Renal
condition,
Yeah.
but God bless you, man.
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Hope to see you in the afterlife, brother.